Hello and welcome to this series of videos which I promised to put together for you, where we focus on the VWAP indicators and the 5 variants. And in this video we're starting off with the VWAP itself. And if you've watched the introductory videos, then you'll know that this is very much a scalping tool used for intraday trading, because the VWAP resets itself at the start of each new session. The stock I've chosen here is Apple, and the time frames I've selected, I've got the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute across the top, and then we move down to the 10 minute and the 20 minute and the 30 minute below. And just to frame this for you, we've literally come to the end of the US trading session, the physical session at any rate. It's just gone 2100 hours UK time, 9 o'clock our time, which is when the US session closes for us, and certainly the physical session at any rate. I think to frame the analysis, the conversation, if you like, perhaps let's start with a slightly slower time frame, which really just puts everything in context here. And if you remember from the introductory videos to the VWAP itself, one of the aspects I said was certainly key to focus on was the trend of the VWAP itself. And as you can see, as far as the 10-minute time frame, and indeed all the others, if I just drop that back out of the way, you can see that the trend line there is declining throughout. So it's been a very bearish session for the stock per se, and certainly one where we could have made good money on an intraday basis. If I just click on any of these, in fact, to show you the settings, if I just click on the indicators, we're on NinjaTrader. We click on the VWAP, and as I've said throughout many of the videos, and obviously it goes without saying, that volume is always going to be at the bottom of our chart, and even more so with this particular indicator, because it gives us that all-important confirmation of whether the opportunity that we are considering is valid, is it confirmed, is it anomalous, what are we looking at? So it's absolutely key that we have this indicator, which is why I've got it across all the timeframes as well. If we look at the WAP type here, the WAP type, we just click on the drop down here. So I've set this particular video up for the VWAP, and I'll do some more to just give you some different examples across various different types of stocks. Some will be familiar, others will be less familiar. So we're on the VWAP here. You've got the MVWAP, the AVWAP, the TWAP, and the intraday VWAP. So they're all here. And I'll also run some of these across onto TradingView also, so you can see both platforms. And of course, this particular indicator will be available on all the other platforms as well very soon after we have launched the program. So that's where we are. In terms of, just very quickly to show you anything else on here, these are the settings for the TWAP, the MVWAP, and intraday VWAP. And the multiplier here, which is set to 1, is the standard deviation for the envelopes, if you like, from the VWAP itself. So this is 1, and you can actually set these in decimals as well. So it doesn't have to be full numerical values of 1, 2, 3, or whatever. You can set this if you wanted a standard deviation of 1.2 or 1.5, you can do that on here. But all of that will be explained more fully in the support pages. So if we take a closer look, let's just pop open some of these and see where we're going. And really what it comes down to, this is our VWAP in the center, and we've got our envelopes here of 1 standard deviation either side. As I said in the introduction, very much a bearish, not heavily bearish day for Apple, but certainly a day where you would be trading the short side as an intraday trader. And what you're looking for constantly are all the VPA lessons that I'm sure you know very well, fully explained in the program. very clear example here. For example, you've got the stock prices rising. So we have rising, we've got narrowing spreads, and look at the volume here. The volume here is falling. So we've got an anomaly. Is this going to recover? Is Apple going to break through the VWAP and continue on higher? The answer is probably not, because the volume is falling and on a rising price. And therefore, it's no great surprise to see the price waterfall develop very nicely. We've got rising volume here telling us that this is certainly a nice confirmation of that waterfall, that price cascade, and helping to keep us in the position. And of course, this also reinforces the other aspect which I stressed very strongly in those introductory videos, which is using multiple time frames. Here we are, we're on to the 5-minute, and then we'll drop down onto the 10-minute. There we go. Just move that over. There we are. Make that a little bit larger. Nice 2-bar reversal here. And again, all the lessons here, you can see the spreads widening here. You've got increasing volume, so it's telling you it's pretty bearish. So, stay in the move. Don't be flicked out of the move. Stay where you are. We're well below the VWAP as well on that particular time horizon. Up onto the 20-minute. This would be our very slow time horizon, if you like. You can see how it retraced. It touched the VWAP. It's touched it on several occasions, in fact, on this particular time horizon. But on each occasion, it's fallen back. We're falling back here under a nice effort to rally, and it falls back again. Similar sort of thing here, and on down we go. So it's really a combination of putting this all together. We're using this very influential indicator, the VWAP indicator itself, and why it is so influential in the fact that it is used so widely in terms of algorithmic trading. But we're not using it in isolation. We are using it with our VPA methodology, which really gives us that all-important confirmation, that all-important confidence to either stay in a position or to consider getting into a position once we see a potential reversal, either to the downside or the upside. So this is the first of many. They'll all be very similar in context, but it's really just getting across the main points. But I think the main takeaway here, if you like, is first of all, multiple time frames. Secondly, look at the trend for the VWAP itself, and it's very clear here that we're in downtrend across all our time horizon, from the 1-minute right the way through to the 30-minute down on the bottom right. And thirdly, and it goes without saying, volume price analysis is our underlying methodology to confirm any decision, whether it's to stay in, to get in, or to get out. So I hope you've enjoyed this particular video. Lots more to come in this series, and we'll look at a whole range of different stocks, different prices, and also we'll move over onto TradingView as well, so we'll combine the two. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.